In this trailer on Route 5, there's a character who I meant to talk to when I came through here earlier, but I don't think I did. And if you go inside this trailer and talk to this lady over here, you'll find that she's a bit off a rocker, perhaps, but she will be interested in buying various rare items off you, food-related items, not unlike the ore dealer who I met in Icarus City. And if you have any interest in food-related items, she will take them off your hands. In the open market, in Driftveil City, I've been talking about coming back and filling up my supply of Moo Moo Milk, and I keep forgetting to do that, but while I'm on the subject of montaging all of my various errands that I want to do in this game, I guess I might as well. Back in Icarus City, I have a lot of ore-related items that I could sell to this item maniac in exchange for quite a lot of money. You can have all my Stardust, you can have all my star pieces, all my nuggets, any other rock-related things that I may or may not be carrying around. And what will I do with my newfound wealth? Well, again, as I keep saying, there really is no point in having this much money in a Pokemon game, but just so that I have something to spend it on, you know what, why not? There's a couple different TM departments here and there throughout Unova. There's one in Icarus City over here, there's one in Mistralton City, and there's one in Nimbasa City. And there's also a shopping mall coming up in not too long, which you can spend a lot of money on with TMs. And TMs in this game are very expensive because they're not single use and you can only buy one of them. So they had to put some barrier in front of you to obtaining them. But I don't really plan on using Thunder or Blizzard, but I bought them anyway. Fire Blast, I don't think I have anything that can really learn Fire Blast that I want to learn Fire Blast, but I bought it anyway. And now, I think with that, it is time to actually take on the gym. All this, by the way, was without having the Amulet Coin equipped to anybody on my team. If I had the Amulet Coin equipped to somebody on my team, I would have even more money. Although, a lot of the money that I did just blow on TMs there was acquired through item maniacs and selling things for rather excessively marked up prices. And not so much winning trainer fights. But I'm going to be switching the Lucky Egg back onto Zach. Zach is going to be going into the Icarus City gym, and hopefully he will be not having too much trouble here. I did just finish my my tour around the Unova region and did a lot of training, and Zach didn't really get to partake in that. It was mostly the other members of my team, but hopefully he's level 35, should be able to handle his own in here. So this is an Ice-type gym, as you can probably tell. And we're going to be fighting a lot of ice types. Zach is, of course, a fighting type. Zach has the move Brick Break, which should make quick work of most, if not all of these. Cubchoo! This is one of the many things I considered using in my team. Basically, like, if there's a Pokemon in Unova that isn't Trubbish or Garbodor that I haven't used on an in-game team at any point in the past, either on recording or off, it was something that I was considering using in this Let's Play. There were a lot of things that I thought about, and I tried really hard to fit some other things into my team. Even some gimmicky things like, ooh, that was a lot. What's the, Timple? Or, Tynamo, rather. Evolving into Electric, evolving into Electros. That is a really hard Pokemon to use until you do evolve it into an Electros, but if you manage to get there, Electros is a really good Pokemon. And I've never used it before, and I was strongly considering it. But didn't make the cut. I decided to sort of do what I did in that Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play a bunch of years ago, and use mostly things that evolve by trading. Those are things that I haven't used in a Let's Play before for obvious reasons, or not in an in-game team. Because, you know, where are my Moo Moo Milks? I just bought a bunch of them. Is that a Super Potion? Let's get that Super Potion out of my inventory. That'll get me most of the way there. Alright. Anyway. Some other day I will use a Cubchoo, or I will use a Kling-Klang, or... Kling-Klang's another one I really like. I forget if I told this story before, but I used to do in Gen 5 a lot of RU tier battling, the rarely used tier, which is where a lot of my favorites, Kling-Klang, Archeops, that sort of thing lived. Archeops might have been NU. I don't think Archeops was Enyu. Even with its glass cannony nature and its terrible ability, it's Archeops is just too good, really. Has too high attack that I can see it being an NU. And anyway, the point of all that is that is the tier which Klinklang lived in. And alright, I'm gonna have to go this way, hit that button, and we should be able to do it again, yeah? Alright, come back and then take this path, and then we can fly around. And Klinklang was a lot of fun to use. Shift gear to raise your attack and speed, basically a Dragon Dance. I think it was a better version of Dragon Dance. I think it raised your speed 2 stages. And anyway, once you do that, you're kind of golden, right? You can switch in on a lot of things as a Klinklang because it's pure Steel type and resists in Gen 5 almost everything. Gen 6 it got nerfed against Ghost and Dark, so it wasn't quite as good. And Klinklang had maybe not the best type coverage in the world, but it did have enough type coverage to be useful in a lot of situations. You could use Gear Grind was probably its signature move, which is a multi-hit move which could break through sturdy, decently powered Steel-type stab. And Wild Charge, a decently powered Electric-type move. And I can't remember what else there was. I feel like Klinklang also has a fighting type move that it could learn, but I can't really imagine what that might be. You know, on the grounds of it not exactly having any hands or limbs or anything to do the fighting with. So it might have just been return for a neutral option. So I need to go and I think heal. Let us use a Moo Moo Milk and bring Zach back up to full health. And I think I also have an Ether, don't I? I've got to have Ethers. I've been picking those up left and right in the last couple of videos. So I'm going to use an Ether on Brick Break and restore the power points on Brick Break. And boy, he really was just tearing it up throughout that entire gym. Came from level 35, is now level 40. And really just the span of a couple minutes. So we are going to go walk up to this platform, face off against Bryson. Of all the gym leaders who didn't have a lot to say before beginning our battle, Bryson, I think, maybe wins the award for not saying very much before beginning our battle. You are going to lead off with a level 37 Vanillish. I thought about, briefly, actually leading off with Line and throwing out some Stealth Rocks and then switching into Zac, because, what was that, Flash Cannon? Ice types will be taking a little bit of super effective damage from Rock, and therefore, switching in over Stealth Rocks will be doing about a quarter damage to their total health, which is not an insignificant amount of damage. But I honestly just decided that that's probably not necessary. I don't think Ice Crash is going to kill me. Beartic, the evolved form of Cubchoo, has a lot of physical attack at its disposal, but Alright, you're going to heal on this turn. There's a chance that I'll survive another Icicle Crash, although it probably won't be pretty. If I can get a critical hit. Alright, I did not get a critical hit. Let's see if we can... Alright, you got 2 Hyper Potions. We can do this again. All you're doing, by the way, Bryson, is giving me more opportunities to land critical hits. Which I didn't get. Anyway, let's see. Brine. That's an interesting move. That's not a stab move. I don't think that's also a... I think it's also a special move, and therefore not taking advantage of your massive physical attack, but I guess it was enough. I guess it was enough to take down Zach. Sorry, Zach, your reign of terror unfortunately comes to an end. As it turns out, oh, I didn't ever reteach return, did I? I should do that. As it turns out, if I did throw out Stealth Rocks, if I did do what I said and lead with line and throw out Stealth Rocks on the first turn, that would have been enough to take down Beartic in one hit with Brick Break and not have to deal with any of that. But oh well, you can't win them all. We'll be fine. This is gonna be really silly. Thank you for the critical hit, Gummy. This is gonna be really silly, but I just picture Zach going through, tearing through that gym, and just annihilating everything he sees with Brick Break to be like a visual representation of actual Zach Reedy. Whenever someone would like send in a bunch of bugs and feather, and he would just one by one go down the line and, you know, stomp them and fix feather. I should tell him that. He's probably going to laugh at me. Anyway, that's our 7th gym badge. Pokemon up to level 80 will obey me, which means that I can almost use Mew in battle if I wanted to. He is going to give us TM79 Frost Breath. That is basically the Ice-type move equivalent of Bulldoze. It will lower the target's speed, which can be a decent move if you have a fast opponent and you want to wear them down a little, but also make them a little slower and easier for the rest of your team to deal with. Drago, I've been talking with Bianca, and I'm wondering, since we left New Vima Town, has something about me changed? Now, you're annoying in New Vima Town too, Sharon, let's be honest. Thinking about what I want to do, thinking about what I should do, I feel like there was nothing. Have I really become stronger, or is it just my Pokemon that have? I don't know anymore. Hey, cheer up, Sharon. Isn't it nice to see everyone? Drago, you know what? This time, I'll go to the Pokemon fan club. I'm really searching for what I want to do and what I can do. Who are you? Who? Us? I'm Bianca, and this is Sharon. I know who they... Sorry. I know you're there. Why don't you show yourselves? That was a potentially dramatic moment, and I just completely messed it up, didn't I? Impressive, Gym Leader of Icarus City. We, the Shadow Triad, are beings of the shadows and not easily noticed. Our mission was to speak only with Drago, but so be it. Getsus has a message for you. Come to the Dragon Spiral Tower. It is there that our Lord N waits for you. Now our mission is complete. Dragon Spiral Tower? What's going on? Tell me. Now hang on. You mean if you're here for a gym challenge, hang on a bit. I'm going to head to Dragon Spiral Tower. Then I'm going too. Dragon Spiral Tower is to the north of here, right? Alright, they're gonna run off. Bianca? Whoa, what should I do? For now, I have to go to Dragon Spiral Tower too. Okay, I'm heading north. Alright. Have fun with that, Bianca. I need to go and heal. Let's see. Zach is still in the lead. He's fainted. He's the only one on my team who really needs healing, but I guess he's next in line to be brought up to level 45, so I'll keep him in front. Should be able to. That's not the Pokemon Center. I should be able to be fine with him in the section of the game that's coming up. Oh, also before I forget, because I'm definitely gonna do that if I don't do this like right now. Where is the TM for return? Alright, that's all sorted, so now we can go north to the Dragon Spiral Tower. This is, what's his name? Cedric Diggory or whatever? Juniper? Maybe Diggory is his middle name. Bianca, what is it? Oh yeah, you, and you must be Bianca. I'm the other Professor Juniper. The Professor Juniper who gave you the Pokedex is my daughter. Nice to meet you, Professor. Thanks to Professor Juniper, I got to go on a journey and start figuring out possibilities for my life. Wish I could say the same. I'm very, very grateful to her. Is that right? Grand. Actually, we could chat later. Drago, Bianca, here's the situation. Some members of Team Plasma, quite a large group, broke through the tower wall and went inside. Bryson and that young man, I believe his name is Charon, the two of them went after Team Plasma, but... Professor, what's the Dragon Spiral Tower? I guess you should be curious. Well, I'll explain briefly. Dragon Spiral Tower has stood tall since long before Unova was founded. On the top floor of the legendary... Alright, we've all seen this already. Yeah. Alright, this is not anything that we really don't already know, and I'm sorry for just skipping through story text, but I believe we've been told the story about Dragon Spiral Tower several times, and Cedric Diggory is going to give us the old Gateau, which is basically a free full heal. Maybe I should save that for the Item Maniac on Route 5 and just see if she'll buy it, because I've got other full heals. I don't exactly need it. Anyway. So we'll see now that earlier we didn't have a way to cross over this body of water into the Dragon Spiral Tower, and after defeating the gym, Team Plasma has so kindly laid out a bridge for us. Before I go in, there is a little bit of exploring we can do out on the side. You are an ace trainer. I usually never remember to do this until, like, way into the post-game when I remember that there's water by the Dragon Spiral Tower that you can surf across, so I have no idea how difficult this is going to be. And the answer was not very. Alright, that's fine. TM63 embargo, make it so that your opponent can't use hold items. Not one of the better moves. Don't know why they devoted a TM to it. Anyway, another ace trainer. Alright, let's see. There's a hidden item going off somewhere in, I think, the wall of this tower over here. Another heart scale. There's a lot of heart scales in this game. How many heart scales do I have? Hang on, let me go count my heart scales, because it's got to be a lot of them. I know I have 4, and I've used 3, so that's 7 in total. Yeah, I definitely remember picking up a lot of those in a couple of the previous videos. Anyway, this is the impenetrable tower from before. There's now a giant hole in the wall. I suppose that's, in hindsight, I did that big rant about how I thought the remark about how nobody's ever been inside the Dragon Spiral Tower is stupid and dumb and didn't contribute to the story, but I suppose that's what they were going for, like, you can't go in because it doesn't have a door. Even then, in the how many hundreds or thousands of years that Unova has been a land where people lived, nobody ever, until these dinguses, just tried knocking a hole in the wall, or climbing the wall, or using HMO2 to fly to the top of the tower and descend from the top, or anything like that. I just can't see that. Alright. Not gonna go off on that again, hopefully. Let's feel the ground shake. Something is indeed going on at the top of the tower, and yeah, you there. You can walk on the fallen columns too. I'm going after Team Plasma. So, if you have a strength user on your team, you can simply push this boulder into this hole, and you can create a path to the next door. Or if you don't have strength in your team anywhere, you can, as Sharon said, walk on the fallen columns. That is another Stardust. I just finished selling a bunch of those. Are there any other items in this? Alright, so down there is a Hyper Potion. Maybe I shouldn't have bought all those Moo Moo Milks, because the game has just been giving out Hyper Potions like mad recently. It's really, I don't know, maybe when I get to the Elite Four I'll need to buy some more items, but I feel like there's a good chance that I'll be able to not have to do that. Alright, fun, jumpy puzzles at any point between now and the end of the game. Alright, let's... Seems like both of those paths will let me get to that item over here in the corner. Alright. Shiny Stone. Involve Cinccino into Cinccino, Minccino into Cinccino, or the other way around. I think I got it right. Or Togetic into Togekiss and some other things. Trying to remember what else evolves by Shiny Stone. Can't remember, whatever. Let's see. Ah, yes, Team Plasma. Such begins the Team Plasma Gauntlet section of this tower. So you guys are gonna deal with those lunkheads, but unfortunately, what a complete bother. Oh, are you not gonna fight me? That's nice of you. These guys, however, will fight me, so we're going to be speeding through this bit, I think, because it's not very interesting. Five trainers, back to back to back to back to back. Ah, how wonderful. Just like Chargestone Cave, although I admittedly had a bit of an easier time in that section than I did in the Chargestone Cave. Having, Pokemon who are actually strong enough to deal damage helps. Let's see. Also, like, fully evolved Watchog was actually kind of hard to deal with. Like 5, 6, 7 hours of gameplay ago, but a fully evolved Watchog now will die in one hit to pretty much any move. Let's see. This is a circular room. Very interesting. Not entirely sure how this is implemented in the Nintendo DS, like internally inside the game, but I like it. I suppose instead of just having like the map be a graph, and not as in like the math class y equals mx plus b graph sense, but in a computer science graph, the network of connected points. And in most maps, each point would connect to 4 of its adjacent neighbors, but there's nothing stopping the Pokemon Gen 5 engine from having like maps and what would it be called? Passability or movement permissions, I think is what it was called in the earlier game's internals. Nothing stopping that from being some other kind of graph where the nodes are connected in different ways. Yeah, now that I think about it, that's probably what they're doing, huh? In those circular areas, and also in Celestial Tower, and I can't remember if there are any other parts of the game where you move in a circle like that. The Abyssal Ruins, I guess, count. 4 in a row. Why do you keep trying so hard? Well, we'll let you go through for now. Alright. Hammer Arm. On paper, that looks like a better move than Brick Break for, what's-his-face, for Zach, but, has reduced accuracy, lowers my speed, and honestly, I do like the secondary effect of being able to smash through reflected light screens, because those are, particularly in boss battles, moves that sometimes the AI likes to use. Anyway. What do you think, Drago? How do you like this beautiful form of the Pokémon who appears before and fights beside the hero that will lead the way to a new world? Now, Reshiram and I will head to the Pokémon League and defeat the champion. This will be the last of the Pokémon battles that hurt Pokémon, so a word for Pokémon alone, it's finally going to be a reality. If you want to stop me, you must become a hero as well. That's right, when Reshiram's counterpart Zekrom recognizes you, we'll finally be even, and then you can try to stop us. Well, what'll you do? My prediction, if the future that I see is true, you'll meet Zekrom. The Pokemon with you believe in you so strongly. Will you be the one who interferes with my formula for changing the world? If you want to protect the bonds between Pokemon and people, you must search for Zekrom. I'm sure it'll be waiting for you in the form of the Darkstone. Drago, did you see what flew off just now? How could this happen? Why? That was the guy N, right? Why was he with the legendary Pokemon? He couldn't really be the hero, could he? Also, did I hear him tell you to search for the other legendary Pokemon? Calm down. First we go back. It's important to decide what to do next and analyze what just happened. Astounding. I never would have imagined the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon would return now. The guy called N, Team Plasma's boss, what? Anyway, he told Drago to look for the other legendary Pokemon, then flew away. There are 2 legendary Dragon-type Pokemon? Yes, there are. Ah, this music. Why, if it isn't Alder, it has been a while. Have you been well? No time for chit-chat. The fearsome column of fire that shot up from the tower. That Pokemon has the power to destroy the world. If it's on Team Plasma's side and Team Plasma tells everyone to release their Pokemon, no matter whether it comes from fear or admiration, the world just can't help but change. It will become a world where we are separated from Pokemon. Right. Moreover, the boss of Team Plasma, N, who reawakened Reshiram, apparently said to look for the other Pokemon, Zekrom. If I remember the myth, Reshiram's fiery breath, along with the other Pokemon, devastated ancient Unova. Even knowing that, N is still waiting to awaken the other? Huh? Isn't it dangerous to bring a Pokemon that powerful back? Miss, you're a very kind person. Still, I don't know if other Pokemon will be able to stand up to it, because no matter what, it is a legendary being. I don't like the idea of taking orders from N, but searching for the dragon, the stone, might not be a bad plan. Well, I can't let Team Plasma reawaken both of them. Since I've traveled all over Unova, I have an idea where it might be. Let's head to the Relic Castle. Drago, everyone, I'm going. I see. We'll leave that to you. I'm going to investigate the tower. Hopefully I'll find something. Then I'll go with you. And with that, I believe we have received our next assignment. I think I understand better now. Being able to do something for Pokemon, for somebody at a time like this, is strength, I'm sure of it. My strength is something that is given to me by Pokemon. Okay, champion, let's hurry. So, he's going somewhere character development-wise. Bianca... still working on it. But it sounds like she'll be going there as well. I'm gonna end the video. This has been Pokemon White. My name is Dragonite. Next time, we're going to be going off into the desert, into the Relic Castle, and searching for the other legendary Pokemon. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.